I have to tell you, having watched this, I thought this was extraordinarily weak for the Republicans and for Professor Turley, largely because rather than interpreting the Constitution, which is what everyone claims they're supposed to be doing, we heard a lot of Jonathan Turley's ideas for proposed amendments to the Constitution. And by the way, that's a rich tradition in American life, but until he gets those into the Constitution, they are his ideas. And so, for example, Maya alluded to one. The Constitution, as we've all said, we've all talked about this, says you can be impeached for things that are literally not statutory felonies because they're called high crimes and misdemeanors. I think most people remember that from school. I don't mean law school. I mean like middle school. Yeah. High crimes and misdemeanors. And Mr. Turley said that's cool, but he would prefer if there was also a felony as a prerequisite. Okay, that's interesting. Not what the Constitution says. Second, Mr. Turley shared his view that he prefers a slow investigation to a fast one.
That's what I was trying to understand.
That's cool.
Is he saying go to court? Is he
and then
saying,
third, and you get to the third one, you're jumping ahead of me, you're so fast. And he wouldn't like that, you being fast. Third, he said that the courts should be further engaged in the process to adjudicate this before you remove a president. Again, that's not a constitutionalism, that's a Turleyism. It's a nice additional thought that in court, if you put that in a brief, it would have what lawyers would call no persuasive authority, because it's not a precedent and it's not in the Constitution. Now, are there times where people could debate in good faith whether you want a slower or faster process because you think it's fair? Sure. I can also tell you, and I'll give you an example for MSNBC viewers who are saying, okay, what is this all about? Take Trump out of it and take your feelings about Trump out of it. Imagine a hypothetical president who so blatantly abuses lethal powers that there is a rush to remove him or her, that they start killing people in an abuse of power. You absolutely have a Constitution that provides for a very quick remedy to that. God willing, you never need it. So there are times where fast is obviously good, and there may be times where lawyers would argue, hey, slow is more fair. But these were not, and this is why I thought it was so weak for the Republicans, and really weak. It's more of a criticism of the witness than all the Republicans, because it was the witness they were putting so much stock in, saying, I hear you on the Constitution, I have other ideas. And I just don't think that moves the needle much, which leaves you back where you were in the beginning of this hearing, which is, what is an impeachable offense? There is a good faith debate about that. And how much evidence from the Intelligence Committee report suggests the president was trying to abuse his office to cheat in the election.
So I watched this.
Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.